Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And I got you a present.
Steve, it's not a present. If you leave the
It's a bill.
If you leave the receipt,
You owe me money.
tell me how much I gotta pay you.
I got him his baby metal pops. I found a set finally. It only took me like a month.
Yeah, it's
and like
retarded.
4 Barnes and Nobles.
These things are so hard to find, dude.
Also, when I grabbed them, I had to double check to make sure I didn't buy the 2 of the same ones.
45, 46, and 43. Okay, never mind. They're all different.
Yeah. I found the best ones I could. I was thinking about being a jerk and swapping out your Mo Metal with my Mo Metal so you'd have the leaning one. I'd have a good one. But
You know, I wouldn't.
I'm a better friend than that.
I wouldn't hold it past you, Steve. It would be something you would do.
When we went to see Kong, we were both supposed to see this movie in particular, but it sold out when I went to buy the tickets, so I didn't get to go see it. So I went shopping.
You know what the messed up thing is? This movie was completely sold out, packed. There was people even sitting on the steps to watch this movie. While Kong, there was still plenty of room. Like,
Yeah, I was like, man, I felt stupid pre-ordering that movie. When I didn't pre-order it. I was like, well, it might be busy. It's like the first showing of the night. And yeah, there was nobody in the IMAX one when I went and saw it. I went to the first showing.
yeah, like I went to the later on the 10 something after the Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
There was like 10 people in there. Like I literally lift up all the things in my seat and laid down. Like I used my jacket and I lay down watching this movie.
Nice. So what movie are you here to review today?
Sword Art Online movie. You know what? Let me double check. I don't want someone to be like, wah.
Yeah, I have no preparation for this.
Ordinal Scale?
Yeah, well, I was gonna go see it just because. I'm not the bigger Sword Art Online fan, but I like going to the movies, so I'm down. Like, I hate Death Note, but I saw the live action movies. Mainly because I was trying to get with a girl at the time that wanted to go see it too, but story for another day.
Let me guess, she wrote your name in a book. It didn't happen, did it, Steve?
No.
Aww.
Also, I found out she hooked up with somebody like earlier that day. She's like, I got a boyfriend. I'm a mother. Well, at least I got my popcorn. All by myself.
And that's how we got this image. What movie were we doing again, Steve?
Con. Toy Con.
The Claymation 1933 con?
Yeah.
Might get more views.
Probably would.
Oh.
At least not here.
Oh.
But anyways, what is the plot of Sword Art Online or Dead Scale?
Ordinate Scale?
Yep.
There's a plot?
I hope so.
There's things happening.
Also spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
There's going to be spoilers in this
We were
video.
just going to talk about this. Okay, so the movie is about... What?
You were talking, I was like, yes. I can't spoil it. But hold on, I'll look up the wiki. I'll just like, it's about this.
It's not the same, Steve. You have to been there to experience it. It was very emotional movie.
Sure thing.
It actually was kind of emotional.
I should have went saw Logan. Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday? I don't know if they'll do Saturday.
Alright, so back to the movie. It was about... No, you're not going to interrupt again?
I'm waiting. I am curious to know.
Alright, so from how much I understood, this was like 3-4 years after the Sword Art Online event happened. And they're experimenting with new technology, which pretty much gives you like better virtual reality where you're not full dive. Full dive is you have to lay down and put the nerve gear on you, and then you go into the virtual reality, while this technology brings the virtual reality to you.
Yeah, so it's more like the Google headsets.
Yeah. Pretty much you have the little thing, you hook it up, and then you can walk with it, and it can give you all kinds of information. Like, one of the funny things was Elizabeth, or Liz, she was eating cheesecake, and that little thing gave her a warning that she's going to get fat if she eats it.
Yes.
So it was like...
I need that.
So it was like one of the things where she, storms out of it. But our main character Kirito, he doesn't like that technology.
Continue.
He doesn't like that technology, so he doesn't use it as much as everyone else does.
All right.
So there's like a thing where he's still more for the full dive instead of the augmented virtual reality, which is what that little headset's called. And that's pretty much the storyline.
So they don't have a reason for being in the game, or
with this augmented virtual technology, there's a game that they developed.
Yeah.
And when you play the game, you get like real life stuff from it. You get like free stuff, items, clothing, food, whatever. You win free stuff.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to play the game because the higher ranking you are in the game, the better items you get. One, the beginning of the movie like shows everyone's ranking, where Asuna is like 1,000 or whatever. Elizabeth is like 4,000. Where Kirito is like, he doesn't play the game at all, so he's like ranking like 87,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
So the higher ranking you are, the more stuff you get in real life.
Did they fight anybody in it?
There is one of the characters that was part of the Blood Oath group, the clan.
Was that the one that God, like it was in the first season that I seen, right?
Yeah, Blood Oath are the would be like the
They're like the people that actually went around killing other players.
No, that's the Laughing Coffin.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The Blood Oath are the Knights of the Blood Oath is like the clan or the group, that went on the front lines that fought. Like Asuna was part of it.
Oh, okay, those guys. Okay, I'm better.
And he was one of the characters, or the main bad guy in this movie was one of the characters from that clan. But he was like sucky one. Nobody liked him because he was weak and he was afraid.
Oh, okay. So in this one, he was trying to like, I'm the big bad guy now.
Yeah, there's like development in a story. Like he met this girl who also died in his hands in there. So he was trying to bring her back in this world through this game. So he was stealing everyone's memories of her, trying to build a virtual reality of her.
Cool.
So like the whole premise of this game is they brought Sword Art Online monsters in this game, and if you get hurt by them, like it will trigger your memory where you would have damaged memory of them, and where you would like see yourself dying, and then that would extract the memories from the Sword Art Online. So you would lose your memory from the actual Sword Art Online game.
That's kind of cool. It's like a weird like Ghost in the Shell kind of thing.
Yeah, so they were using those memories to build her virtual reality character in there.
So what'd you think about the plot?
I actually liked the plot.
Better.
No, it was like, it was a lot better than Sword Art Online, like the actual anime. It was actually, there was plot. It wasn't just some.
Well, yeah, when the bar's like here.
Yeah, like Steve, like I am a fan of Sword Art Online. Don't get me this wrong. I like the simplicity of the characters, where it's just one badass character, one stupid girl that falls in love with a character. It's simple. Like,
yeah, I guess the thing I like about it compared to some of the similar animes is it took itself more seriously than some of the other ones. Like, it's just not like there's girls involved in goofy stuff. Like, it had like consequences.
Yeah, I like the simplicity of it. So like Steve said, it was like the bar set down here, while the movie actually went up further and made it a lot better. Like, if you've never seen Sword Art Online and you went to watch this movie just to watch it, like, you would enjoy this movie. You know what I mean? Like,
that's cool. Is it like a hard movie to get into if you weren't into it?
No, because they explain a lot of things and there's a lot of flashbacks. Like, the movie's 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
Okay, so it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, where you're like, you get a sense of what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, Kirito's a good guy, main character. He likes Asuna. Asuna likes him, and he's trying to protect her.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Does it tie into the original show in any ways?
Yeah. The main bad guy is from the original Sword Art Online. He was a weakling, and now he's like a rank number 2 in this game. But, of course, he has to cheat to be there, because he's not, like...
Alright, so it helps... It helps if you've seen the anime.
Yeah. Because
then you're like, that part would be like, well, okay.
Well, not technically, because it actually never... in the anime, I've never seen that guy.
Yeah.
Like, when they start bringing back some of the shots from the anime, like, it would have to highlight him in the background, because I've never seen him before. I didn't know who he was. Gotcha.
So it's kind of like, I guess, cooler?
Yeah.
To be an example? Where, like, they kind of bring up what happens in some of the other ones, but it's not necessary.
Yeah. like I said, you would have been fine if you never seen the anime because you didn't know who the heck he was in the anime anyway. It was nobody.
How are the characters?
Characters are alright. Like, you have normal Kirito. What I like about him in here is he's not the badass that he was in the original anime, you know? He doesn't like the game. He doesn't play it, so he's not good at it. Because you have to use your actual body. It's not a virtual reality where he can just, you know, be super stupid fast. Here, he's got to use his own body, and he sucks at it, you know?
Well, I imagine, yeah, he's like a shut-in.
Yeah, because he tries running to do a special attack, and he just trips over a sidewalk and falls right in front of the boss, and the boss is just like, ugh.
Yeah, that sounds entertaining. It'd be
You
nice
know.
to see. It's a nice shift in tone.
Yeah, where like Asuna, she's like way better than Kirito is, and everyone else is better. Every night at 9 o'clock, they will like spawn in an enemy or a boss from the actual Sword Art Online, and if you beat him, you get better XP so you can move up faster in the world. So everyone wants to, you know, go there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a phone game
Yeah,
in a sense.
pretty much. You got to go meet in this section, and then you activate your thing at 9 o'clock, and you fight the boss.
How good was the villain overall?
He sucked. I was straight up saying, like, he sucked. Like this entire anime, they made him look like he's really good. He's rank number 2. He's super stupid fast. He's got like these abilities, and then Kirito figures out that he's cheating with this little implant in his neck. He rips it out, and the guy just dies. Well, he doesn't die. Nobody dies. He gets his memory stolen too.
Yeah. Alright.
They do show you, like, the actual final boss is the level 100 floor from the actual Sword Art Online game. So they show you what the final boss would have been like, and they have to beat it.
Oh, that would be cool. I'll
So-
tie into that a little bit.
Yeah, so like when they find out that the augmented technology is just basically nerve gear, they didn't update it, they just stole the premise of it, you know? They can do still full body dive link. They do that, and they go into the Sword Art Online to kill the 100 floor boss. That's like when the most interesting part happens, because they're fighting the boss, and like they're dropping down, and like it just shows you how the massive boss is. Like there's like a whole minute of them falling to the floor, and they're just flying by the boss's sword.
Oh, neat. Well, you got to see 2 kaiju movies then one day.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like they're doing all their best attacks, their best moves, and they just inch the boss's health like this much, and the boss is like instant heal, just revives itself all the way to the floor. They're like, this is impossible. And then the boss just swings a sword and like almost like kills everyone in one swing.
Nice. How was the animation? Especially compared to the original show.
The animation is really good. Compared like to the show, like you can tell the budget between like the TV show and the movie. It's like day and night.
Yeah, because the anime, I'll give it one thing. Like the animation was actually pretty nice in it.
Like this, just so much better.
Did they use a lot of CG?
When they put their the earpieces on, you know, for the technology, the virtual reality, and like it switches like between the actual world and the virtual world. That's like CG, so you can like tell there, you know, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like the most noticeable part, and that's usually only like 2-3 seconds, you know.
All right.
Because pretty much what it does is scans the buildings and then turns them into reality.
So it's kind of like Pokemon Go, if you had a headset.
Yeah.
In a sense. Pokemon Go. I don't miss that game.
No.
Not at all.
No.
So overall, what'd you think of the movie?
This movie has something for everyone. Like, you don't have to be a fan of Sword Art Online to enjoy this movie. And if you are a fan, if you like love their circle and whatever, like this develops more into it. And like he actually like proposes to her and they like get married and everything, or get engaged in it. So it's a kind of little cool thing. Like, it was very emotional. Like, I read somebody's review and they were like, oh, this movie's stupid. It had nothing to do with the main character. There was no emotion in it whatsoever. I left lackluster watching this movie. Like, that wasn't true at all. Very emotional. Like, Asuna loses her memory and she starts forgetting Kirito because she gets her memory stolen, you know, by that thing.
Yeah.
Very actually emotional. He was like doing everything he does for her, you know, for her. He's trying to get her memory back.
Yeah.
So like the guy was like explanation, oh, he does nothing and for Enma, blah blah blah. It's like, it's not true. Like, honestly, like if you're interested, just go watch it. But you can't go watch it now because it was only one day showing. It's a lot better than what people say. Like, you don't have to take my word on it. If you're a fan, just watch it for yourself. Let decide.
Yeah, because I imagine it'll be coming over here on Blu-ray DVD.
It's like one of those things. I have a lot of bootleg figures from that show, and I have a couple that are not bootleg, legit figures. It's one of those things where I don't have any of the seasons. I love the show, but I don't own any of the seasons. But I will buy this movie.
First shade.
Well, why? It's on Netflix. It's on Hulu. It's on Crunchyroll.
Well, that's why I get them just in case. Like, there's certain like shows, or mainly older ones I'll get. Like, I still want to get Parasite, but God, that's like $120 for the show. That's kind of asking a lot.
Yeah, I'm assuming Sword Art Online, same thing, because there's like, for the first 2 seasons or first 1 season, however you want to say it, there's like 5 DVDs. I'm assuming each one's like $30.
But then I get Sailor Crystal for like $20 a season.
That's what I mean. I was like, it was bad enough. I paid $100 for Kill la Kill on regular DVD.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
even
Like
Blu-ray.
that was a little much. Like, that was on sale. But what do you guys think of Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale? Please let us know in the comment section below if you guys checked it out. And help us defeat those charges by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.